Guys, welcome back to Airplane Guy 64. Today we're going to be doing the first airport update of my brand new 1/200 scale model airport. Now this isn't a complete airport yet. I still have to do a terminal over there and add new jet bridges to that A380 gate and these narrow body gates right over there. But let's get into it. First up here at the cargo terminal is the last ever 747-8 with the Joe Sutter sticker. It's just arriving in from Anchorage and is going out to New York. Next up is the second to last 747-8 with the, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. It is just coming in from Phoenix and is going out to Tampa. Next up here, taxiing out to take off, we have the UPS A300. This one just came in earlier from Louisville and is going back out there. Next up, we have a Primair 767-300F. This one just came in from San Bernardino and is going back out there right now. Moving on to the private jets, we have a Dassault Falcon 2000 with absurdly long landing gear. This one just came in from Van Nuys and is going out to Denver. Next up, we have the Nike Gulfstream G600, I believe. This one just came in from Shanghai and is going out to Portland. Next up, we have a Pilatus PC-12 that was 3D printed. This one just came in from Camarillo, and this one is going to be going back out there. And then over here, we have the Atlas Air Passenger 767-300F. This one just came in from San Francisco and is going to be going out to Seattle. Next up on the other side here, we have a FedEx 777F, just came in from Seoul and is going to be going out to Memphis. Next up here, we have a UPS 767-300F. This one just came in from Chicago and is going to be going out to Memphis. And in the hangar here, we have the Alaska Horizon Honoring Those Who Serve livery E175. This one just came in from Seattle and is going to be getting its routine maintenance. And then moving on to the ones that just landed, we have a Delta 767-300ER. This one just came in from Honolulu. And then over there we have a United 737-700. This one just came in from Newark and is going to be going out to Denver. Here on the taxiway, getting ready to taxi to its gate, a Contour E145. This one just arrived in from Dallas Fort Worth. And then lifting up here, we have a United 737-800. This one's going out to San Francisco after arriving from Los Angeles. Right here we have a United 787-8. This one's going to Washington after just arriving from Shanghai. And then over here we have the Queen of the Skies and the King of the Skies. First off, the Queen of the Skies. She just came in from Frankfurt and is going to be going back out there later. Next up, we have the Emirates A380, obviously coming from Dubai and then going back out there later as well. Next up here, we have a United 737 MAX 8. This one just came in from Chicago and is going to be going out to Houston. Taxiing into its gate, a United 737-800 that just arrived from Las Vegas. And then moving back to the American, we have an American A321neo that just arrived from Dallas and is going to be going out to Phoenix. Next to that, we have a 737-800 with the American that just arrived in from Charlotte and it's going to be going out to Tampa. Next up, we have an American A319 with Sharklets. This one's going to be going out. This one just arrived in from Phoenix and is going to be going out to San Francisco. And lastly for the American, we have the American Medal of Honor livery. This one just came in from Charlotte and is going to be going out to Miami. Moving back over to the taxiway, we have an Alaska 737-900ER in the One World livery. This one just arrived from Seattle and is going to be going out to Kalakona. And here we have an empty gate, and then moving on to the other United, we have a United A319 from Las Vegas, and it's going to be going out to Reno. Next up, we have the United 757-200 in the California. This one just came in from Newark and is going to be going out to Next up, we have a United 737 MAX 9. This one just came in from Denver and is going to be going back out there. Another United 737-700. This one just arrived in from Houston and is going to be going out to Phoenix later. Next up, with the United Express, a United Express CRJ 550. This just came in from San Luis Obispo and is going to be going out to Reno. Next up here, we have a United E175. This one just came in from San Diego and it's going to be going out to Salt Lake City. And then a wide body taxiing in here, we have a United 787-9 in the Evo Blue livery, just came in from Brisbane and it's going to be going out to London later. And behind that, we have a United A319 in the old livery. This one is going to be going out to Phoenix. Next up here, we have a United 737-800. This one has just arrived in from Houston and is going to be going out to Seattle. And then next to that, another United 737-800. This one just came in from Portland and is going to be going out to Atlanta. Next in here, another wide body, a United 777-200ER. This one just arrived in from Newark and is going to be going out to, and it's going to be heading out to Paris. Next up here, we have a United 787-10. This one just arrived in from London and it's going to be heading back out there later. Here we have Air Canada Express CRJ 900. This one just arrived in from Vancouver. Over there we have a Air India. I believe this is the Mahatma Gandhi livery. This one just arrived in from Delhi and is going to be heading back out there later. Next up here we have an Air Canada A220-300. This one just arrived in from Toronto and is currently about to get pushed back to go back there. And then we have another Air Canada Express CRJ 900. This one just arrived in from Calgary and is going to be going out to Vancouver later. And then next international flight, an Aeromexico 737 MAX 9 just arrived in from Mexico City. It's about to be pushed back to go back there. Next up we have the huge British Airways A380. This one just arrived in from London and is heading out there in a couple minutes. Moving back to the narrow bodies here, we have a United 737-800. This is a custom one. This one just arrived in from Denver and is going out to Shreveport. Next up here we have a United 737 MAX 8. This one just arrived in from LAX and is going to be going out to Austin. Next up we have a United A321neo, their brand new plane. This one just arrived in from Chicago and is going out to Houston. Next up for the wide bodies, we have a Korean Air 777-300ER in amazing lighting. This one just arrived in from Seoul and is going to be heading out there in a little bit. Next up is another one from Seoul, an Asiana 777-200ER. I know they don't fly these to the West Coast anymore, but this is just the only one I have currently. So this one just came in from Seoul and is going to be going back out there. Next up, an ANA 787-8. This one just arrived in from Tokyo, Narita, and is going back out there later. And then turning the corner, we have a Delta A320. This one is just coming in from Kansas City. Over there, we have the Alaska Go Cougs livery. This one is going out to SBP after arriving from Dallas. Next up, we have the Alaska 737 MAX 9. This one is coming in from Anchorage and is going to be going back out there later. Next up is an Alaska 737-900ER. This one just arrived in from Newark and is going to be going out to Kahului, Maui. And then next to that is an Alaska E175 with service to Las Vegas after just arriving in from Salt Lake City. And then we have an Alaska 737-700. This one just came in from Los Angeles and it's going to be heading back up to Seattle. This Alaska 737-700 is heading out to to Jackson Hole Airport. Now, these two 737-700s I custom made out of the Alaska Air Cargo. The titles technically aren't in the correct place, but they work for what I need them for. And then moving back here, we have another United Express E-175. This one is just arriving in from San Francisco and is going to be going out to Austin. Next up, a Being United livery, 737 MAX 8. This one just arrived in from Kalakona and is going to be going out to Honolulu. Next up here is a United Express CRJ-200. This one is going to be going out to San Jose. Next up, we have a United 757-300. This one is coming in from Honolulu and is going to be going out to Austin in about 3 hours. And that concludes our first airport update of this. I haven't come up with a name. If anyone can give me a suggestion on the West Coast airport name, that would be great. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. Airplane Guy signing off.